You guys really had to do this, didn't you? I'm just joking. What is up, guys? This is Barbertinas here. Welcome back to another Phasmophobia video, and today, guys, I am here, and a new challenge has come out for this week. I don't know if this is the full challenge, or if this is just another fluke from the developers, which is possible, because I did know about last week's being a little bit of a fluke. So, this week's challenge is called The Apocalypse Draws Near. The hardest possible challenge, but with normal investigator speed. Good luck. Correctly find the ghost type and Sunny Meadows restricted. So, this is actually a very good introducer to the Apocalypse mode in Phasmophobia, which is actually the hardest, one of, if not the hardest things to do in the game, where you have to set yourself in a single-player game in Phasmophobia on Sunny Meadows map only, and you must make a custom game, a custom difficulty, with a multiplier of 15. And that is the Apocalypse 3 setting. And then you have 6 for Apocalypse 10, or no, 6 for Apocalypse Adept, 10 for Apocalypse Master, and 15 for the Apocalypse Legend. So, let's go ahead and preset this to Apocalypse 1. This is for Bronze. The setup time is 0. The weather will be random. The door starting open is high. The number of hiding places is none. The sanity monitor and activity monitor, as well as the fuse box, are on at the start of the contract. The visibility of the fuse box is disabled. The number of cursed possessions is 1. And the cursed possession identity is random. The ghost speed is 150, the roam frequency is high, the change favorite room is high, activity level is low, event frequency is low, friendly ghost is off, grace period is 2, hunt duration is high, kill extend hunts is high. You can set this to medium or low, though this won't change your stats. Your evidence given is 2, so you have 2 pieces of evidence. Your fingerprint chances are 100%, and your fingerprint duration is 60 seconds. Your starting sanity is 75, your pill restoration is 20, your drain speed is 200%, the ability to sprint is off, your player speed is a full speed, which is something that will be in this challenge mode. Your flashlights will be on, your lose items and consumables will be turned on. So, for 10, all of these things will be the same except for the following. Your player speed will be 75, your sprinting will be off, your sanity pill restoration will be 5. Your starting sanity will be 50. Here's your ghost stuff that you need to know. Your evidence given will be only 1. Your fingerprint duration will be 60 still. Your hunt duration will be high still, and your grace period will be high. Your ghost speed will be 150%. Your cursed possessions will be 0. The fuse box will be broken. The activity monitor and sanity monitor will be unavailable. No hiding places, high amount of doors, heavy rain weather, and no setup time. And for Apocalypse 3, I believe that the only difference is the fact that you probably don't get a cursed possession, or you have less speed, actually. It's a lot of player changes. Yeah, you have no sanity, no pill restoration. Your drain speed is still at 200%, your sprinting is disabled, you move at half speed, and that's how that is for that certain point. So, I'm going to go ahead and go back from this, and we're going to go ahead and set it to the challenge mode, which is The Apocalypse Draws Near. The hardest possible challenge, but with normal investigator speed. Correctly find the ghost type and Sunny Meadows restricted. So the speed of the ghosts will be normal. However, I think we will have the same applied for the Apocalypse. So, with this being said, let's get into it. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we've got all tier 3s. Okay, so these are broken, which means that it must be at 15 times. Maybe even more than that. We only have cameras of the chapel, the truck, as well as the entry. So, the fuse box is not visible, so in this case the breaker is not visible to us on the map. The ghost we are looking for is Kevin Smith. We have to find evidence with an EMF reader, prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix, and detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor. Here's our tasks. Contribute event points, play with another investigator, get a ghost to walk through salt, and play contracts. Contribute event points, hear paranormal sounds with parabolic mic, take 3-star photos, and complete challenge mode in Sunny Meadows restricted. So, there are a few things that you guys will need to remember. It is going to be really difficult for you guys to really complete this challenge very thoroughly. So, usually for you guys to be able to complete the challenge, you have to do the following things. You have to successfully identify the ghost in Sunny Meadows, you have to take a ghost photo, and you also have to make sure that you have all 3 bonus objectives fully completed and done. If you have these done, you will not get the trophy. If you do not have these done, you will not get the trophies. So anyways, let's go ahead and start off by grabbing a few specific things before getting started with the real investigation. The things that are going to be the most handy for you are going to be a parabolic microphone. You will also be using a lot of smudges and a lot of firelights as well. So I want to test something here. No flashlight works. Okay. So the flashlights do not work, and I'm assuming that we have probably got no evidence in this run, which is going to be very fun. So we are not going to be using anything to figure this out. The only things we are going to be using are our incense lanterns and our firelights. Our firelights are going to be able to see in the dark places. And then we can also use the night vision goggles as well to see in the dark places. So I myself am not a big fan of the night vision goggles, but it is what it is. And we do have heavy rain, so this will be a guarantee that we will have for this entire challenge. So alrighty. So the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to bring in a crucifix and a motion sensor, as well as an EMF, because we do need to find these evidences. So here's the EMF. We have this, and we have this as well. It's already hunting. Below. To the right below me. Oh, dang it. I accidentally lit my incense. Whoops. Okay. So there are going to be a few things that I grab in here, and I have to remember playing this the exact same way as I did the other ones. So you're only going to need one of the lanterns. You're not going to need all of them. You're just going to need one. Smudges, though, you might need all of them. Okay. Let's also grab... probably a photo cam. And then also... sanity meds won't help at all, because they don't restore any sanity. What else do I need to grab, if anything? Probably nothing else, just these things. Alrighty. going to start moving deeper into the facility. Yep, that way's blocked. And that way is blocked. No cursed items. Okay. It may not have actually did a hunt just now. I don't know for sure though. Okay. Yokai. It's a yokai. Here's why. It's not detecting me. I'm holding my parabolic mic out. It is not detecting me at all. And I'm even talking very, very thoroughly through these things. So, another thing could be the fact that the ghost is just moving super fast, which I highly doubt that that's actually the full-on truth. But I'll turn the entire thing on again. I'm gonna watch and see when it starts to hunt. I'm gonna turn on the parabolic mic again because it is a source of electricity, so the ghost will be able to track it. If it is not able to track it, it is a yokai, because yokai can only track it when it's super close to me. So, let's see if it triggers another hunt, and we'll do this here. So, you just gotta be very, very patient with how you do it, guys. It's just a lot of patience. Look at that. Well, I'm dead. How am I not dead? Okay. So I was incorrect. It's not a yokai. Okay. But if I do recall correctly, it did speed up just now. It did speed up just now, which means that I do have a speed relating ghost, which is very good to know, especially. That's actually very good to know. So remember, the ghost is back that way. Right through where that door is where the ghost is. So, let's go ahead and grab a couple more things. And let's do this here. It's not a Deogen as well, because it would have slowed down. Wait a second. Raiju. It's a Raiju. I noticed it sped up. I noticed it sped up right as it got near where all of my electrical equipment is. Da, 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 da. And then I also heard da, 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 da. That has got to be a Raiju, dude. Because it does not just regularly speed up like that. We'll go with it and see if we're correct. Because Raiju do speed up with electrical currents. Mm-hmm.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
So I was actually correct on that one. And this is actually just based off of my memory from playing this, if I'll be perfectly honest. So that's just a little bit of the flick of the memory. That first investigation took me less than 20 minutes, which is actually very surprising. It might have even taken me less than 15 because I did take a second to kind of talk through the challenge there. So, and that just goes ahead and tells you about a Raiju. Raiju specifically really rely on electrical currents. They love electricity. So that is mainly what is going to allow them to speed up. So, with that one being done, let's go ahead and do another one here. So we'll see if we can get super lucky with this one as well. So, I got pretty lucky once, so I noticed we have 4 cameras. Right side hallway. So this is actually right side hallway, which means that the right side is open here. Yep. You can see it as well because that's actually where the camera's positioning is. So another camera's positioning is right here. That's where the left hallway is, but that camera is broken. Another camera that you'll be able to see is right here in the reception, at the very front here in the reception, and then right inside of the chapel right here. And that is if you change the area. So you'll actually see a spotlight coming from a specific spot. It's coming from here, and then there's a spotlight right here. And then you can see this spotlight over on this side as well. So the ghost can actually be close to the entrance. That is very true. It can be in the entrance. So, and the one thing you ultimately also want to start with as well is looking through these immediately and see if you can see ghost orbs. The chance is very low for it to be a mimic because mimics can still show ghost orbs. That is the only thing that you can see from specifically a mimic. However, if it was something else, you would have been able to know almost immediately. So, and yeah, so as of right at the moment, I'm not seeing a mimic, but we are going to keep the cameras open because while the chance is very little, it's not 0. So, it's a very little chance, and it can still happen, but it's not likely that it's going to happen. So this, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to grab our parabolic mic. We're gonna get this, and we're going to also grab incense right away. So, specifically for the challenge mode, you do not need to worry about the bonus objectives. So what are they anyways? Detect a paranormal sound with a parabolic mic, find evidence of the paranormal with an EMF, and capture a photo of the ghost. Okay. Not too easy, or not too hard at all, which is pretty good. So EMF, photo, mic. So photocam and EMF is what we'll bring inside. Okay, hang on just a second here. I don't need those. I don't need the crucifixes. And that's going to be even better because the crucifixes are going to really screw it over here. We're going to grab a lighter, and we're going to also grab those. I'm going to grab, at the very least, 3 more things. All 4 of the incense pots. So we'll grab all of those, all the incense lanterns. All these little things. Alrighty. Okay, so... Alright, let's see if we can get lucky with this one here. So here we go. So the first thing I'm going to pick up is my smudge and the firelight. I think the ghost is going to hunt pretty much right away here. Yep, boarded up here. Blocked and unblocked. I can hear it. The funny thing is, it's actually right here. It's actually right in the front. That's actually pretty funny, if I'll be honest with you guys. It is literally right here. So hang on a second. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some more lanterns here. Some more firelights. Ooh, you blew it out on me just now. Yep, I'm hearing it throwing things around in the other room there. Like, right at this side room, I heard it throw something. Okay. Heck, actually. Even if I wanted to, I could even grab a, crucifix. Alright, here we go. I did notice the ghost did... I don't think that the ghost is speeding up, either. It might, but we'll have to see. Okay, then. It's not a Dio. It's not a Deogen. It's not a Raiju. I did smudge it just now, so I need to pay attention to when it hunts again. If it takes a short amount of time to hunt again, it's a demon. If it takes a long amount of time to hunt again, it is a spirit. If it is neither of those two, then we can go ahead and rule them out. So I've ruled out Deogen and Raiju. Its speed didn't change, so it's not a Hauntu, it's not a Revenant, and it's not a Jin. Its appearance, it might have been a little bit more visible than most ghosts, so it could be an Oni. No orbs, I think, so I don't think it's a Mimic. It didn't gain speed, so it's not a Moroi. It can drop speed, so maybe spending time in the room could possibly do something. Where did I put that crucifix? Right here. Okay. Wait, it closed the door. It could be a Yurei here. Because I did not close that door. Airball. Not an Oni. Because an Oni can't do that. Yep, Yurei. It did its ability. 2-door opens, and the door closed immediately as soon as I did that. 100% a Yurei. No doubts here. That is 100% a Yurei.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready.
Wow, I am good. I've gotten 2 in a row on this challenge. That's crazy. Alright. Can I make it 3? I'm being so cocky. I'm being so... I'm keep talking. I probably shouldn't say anything. Okay.
Investigating.
Livy Bishop.
Because here,
Witness an event.
to occur,
Detect it with a motion sensor. Find evidence with the EMF reader.
this will help your investigation.
We've got 4 cameras. Ooh. We've got the lower left to us here. We've got the lower floor on the left. Awesome. Good to know. Good to know. So let's go ahead and look at all the cameras, see if we can find anything right away, which I don't think that we will be able to right off the bat. So we will definitely keep a close eye on these for sure. Okay. So let's definitely grab one of these and one of these for sure. So I'll do the same thing as last time. We'll bring in all of the firelights just in case. All of the what is it? All of the lamps just in case, and also a EMF and a motion sensor for the challenges, and then the parabolic. So let's go ahead and start with our electrical tools first. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the EMF. There it is. The motion sensor right here. And then we're going to bring in our parabolic mic and drop it right there. Now, let's go ahead and make sure we bring in ourselves a bunch of incense. And bring in all the incense. All of it. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do the same thing. Bring in the last thing of incense and all of the firelight lamps. And then this one right here. So I have a feeling that this one is probably not going to make it easier for me. So I'm probably going to get a pretty hard ghost on this one. But we will definitely try our best to figure out what this thing is. So it's just these 2 firelights that we need to bring inside. Is there anything else that I need with me? Not a crucifix I don't need. I don't. Probably don't need a salt. I might need salt to see if we can get it to walk in the salt, so we can see if it rules out a wraith or something like that. So we'll bring in the salt just in case for sure. Good. Alrighty, so then I might take the other lighters in just in case as well, so. Okay, let's do this thing. Let's dive in. Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring the first firelight over here. And we're gonna go ahead and open the first two doors. So let's see if I catch anything at first in here, though. Probably not, for the most part. We probably won't catch anything in here within the first couple of rooms. But we always want to make sure to double check just in case. So remember, lower level to the left. So the lower level door is right here. I'm going to place the firelight right in its path. And here's something I'm going to actually do. I am going to position this pretty darn well. I'm going to put a few pieces of salt. I'm going to put some salt here. Here. And since I heard something in this room, right here. I might not have heard anything, but I might have also heard something. So we're just going to do that to be a little bit more safe. Grab my other firelight. Yep, I am being tracked. Okay. Speed is not changing, though. Okay, so she just stopped hunting. I know she's on the upper level. She's not even on the lower level. She did walk in the salt, so that's 100% not a wraith. That is very good to know. You sped up. How are you knowing where I'm going? Jesus Christ, I'm dead. Moroi. I'm gonna assume that it's a Moroi since it picked up speed, but I'm not gonna be 100% sure about it. I'm just not 100% sure. We'll see, though.
Welcome back.
A Jinn? No way! Well, to be fair, a Jinn can't use its ability in this one, mainly because of the fact that the breaker is broken, and the breaker has to be turned on for the Jinn to use its ability. So it would have actually gained speed if the breaker was actually enabled in this one, which in this case it's not. So I can see why that would have been a little bit more difficult for me to actually identify. Cool. So let's try this again. All right. Only 3 cameras, so which means that we have one of the top. Actually, no. Bottom to the right, or the back province could be open. Actually, no. Back province won't be open because of the fact that the what is it? The door is blocked. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. So, okay. All right. So the same strategy. We're gonna bring in everything that we need and leave it right at the entrance because I don't want to leave when I'm in here. The ghost's name is Megan Moore. Detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor. Have your member of your team witness a ghost event and find evidence of the paranormal with an EMF reader. So we got to take in an EMF and a motion sensor. Great. EMF, motion sensor, and salt. So, if you guys want to know my funny story, I actually did the full-on challenge around a couple of months ago, if I'll be perfectly honest. It's already hunting. It's not near the front. Lower floor. Right side, I'm assuming? What? I am under a lot of confusion. Is it done hunting already, or what? No, it isn't. I didn't even grab a lighter. It's done now. Wherever it must be very far away from where that right side entrance is. Because I didn't pick it up at all. So this one could quite literally be a yokai. But again, let's not make this super short and jump to conclusions, because I very much could be very, very wrong about that accusation. So yeah, I completely forgot to grab almost everything here. Alright, so cool. Anything else that I need? I've got all those things. The reason why the doors are open is because of me. I'm the person that opened these doors. Okay. So let's go ahead and try this here this time. Okay. Okay, it just started hunting. What? Okay. Alright, so the ghost is done hunting. At least for the time being. I'm gonna start moving things downstairs here. It has gotta be towards the back where this ghost is also, because... Did the door just lock? Murder that time. Yep, she's tracking me, so it is definitely not a yokai. It is a singing ghost, which has me skeptical that it could be something like a banshee. That is if I'm going to actually full-on catch the sound. If I actually catch it doing its scream, it very much could be a banshee. But again, I don't want to jump to the conclusions here, so... Okay. I just went ahead and unlocked the door to the right side. And, oh, ambient, okay. Myling, I think. Not a Myling, not a Raiju, not a Dio. Not a Hantu, not a Revenant. This is hard. This is so hard to do this, to be fully honest with you guys. I've laid out all my salt. It's not a Wraith either, because I did see it walk through the salt. I did incense her, by the way. So could keep a lookout for a spirit, a demon. Average time. So it's not a demon, and a spirit either. Whoa. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Could this actually be a mimic? The speed was different before than it is now. The speed is very different than it was before. What can mimics mimic here? What ghosts can a mimic? A Thay. A mimic can mimic a Thay. It can mimic an Obake. An Onryo. A Hantu. A Yokai. A Yurei. A Banshee. Okay. I actually might think that this is a mimic. The reason why is because it didn't track me that time. It did not track me that time. Which very much means that I could possibly be dealing with a mimic. And remember, a mimic can change ghost types that it haunts every 20 seconds, I believe. I believe it's every 20 seconds. So, and I've ruled out Spirit, I've ruled out Wraith, I've ruled out Revenant, Demon, Hauntu, Myling, Raiju, and Dio. A Moroi would have gained speed. This one didn't, for the most part, at the very least. A Thay? Actually, also, it's not a Goryo, because it did change rooms. A Thay cannot gain speed, but it can lose speed. A Jin probably cannot gain speed. Its blinking was normal, so I don't believe it's a Phantom or an Oni. Item throwing and proximities were somewhat normal, so I don't think this would be a Poltergeist. A Banshee's going to be difficult to tell. A Jin's going to be difficult to tell. A Mare is going to be difficult to tell. Shade will be somewhat difficult to tell. Yurei hasn't done an ability, so I don't think it would be that. Yokai, it did track me once, but that was probably because I spawned right below me. Onryo, it could be. I don't think it would be twins, because I don't think that there was two actions at once. Obake, it would have shapeshifted. I got a pretty darn good look at it when it was hunting, and it did not shapeshift at all. And then Thay and Mimic. So Poltergeist, Jin, Banshee, Jin, Mare, Shade, Yokai, Onryo, Mimic, and Thay are what I have it rounded down to. So anyways, let's go ahead and check a few more things with what we are doing here. So, I did at the very least get it with a motion sensor, which is great. That's good. But the issue is I only have one incense left. Speaking of, it's hunting. The sound just disappeared. I'm thinking it is a yokai. That's 3 hunts, or more than 3 hunts for that matter. And it still hasn't managed to track me. It only tracked me once because it moved all the way up here. I really think that this is a yokai. I think that that's what I'm going to go for this one. I think I'm going to go for it being a yokai. Because I've been a good couple of meters away from it, and it's not been something that has tracked me at all, almost. So, probably is a yokai. I could be wrong, though, so this is just a very, very bad hunch. Either a yokai or it's got to be a mimic. Because I have no idea what else it could be. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense for it to be a banshee. It makes sense for it to be a banshee. Though, I don't understand. Because it would have been able to track me. Banshees can track you, like, super, super easily. But another thing I gotta take into mind is banshees are roaming ghosts. So they love to stalk sometimes. They do really love to stalk sometimes. So, unfortunately, I don't have enough time for the rest of this recording. I am running out of time for this. So I will probably not be able to go ahead and continue with this, unfortunately. So there will be a part 2 that'll be coming out for this video pretty soon. All hopes that you guys enjoyed, and also all hopes that you found this a little bit more beneficial to your guys' ghost hunts. I know that there are a lot more people out there that have done this already, or that have already gone ahead and introduced these things. However, of course, I do appreciate you guys for coming to my neck of the woods. So thank you guys again so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to go down below, drop a like, subscribe, and get yourselves notified by turning on those post notifications. With this said, I am signing off for now. Good night and good day, and happy hunting.